This is a brief overview of LIT322 Popular and Contemporary Fiction. I'm Daniel DeStasio and I am your instructor, and I want to just highlight a few of the main points and go through the 8 weeks of this course. The course outcomes include analyzing themes, connecting trends, and using that information to shine some light on why certain novels gain such wide popularity. We'll use that exploration of the novel to create a final extended critical analysis comparing two of the novels in this course. The novels are The Hunger Games, The Road, and Gone Girl. I think it's always important when we begin a course to look at the overview of the grade distribution, how you will earn the grade for this class. We have discussions every week. There's 8 discussions. They equal 20 points in total. That means each discussion is 2.5% of the final grade. Just a note, discussions are always due in the initial post by Thursday, end of day. We have 2 short papers. They are in week 2 and week 4, and they look at themes and they look at specific elements in the novels. Note that those short papers really ask questions that are very similar to what you'll be asked for the final project. So it can be a little confusing, but they're not the final project itself. Those 2 papers are each worth 7.5% of the final grade. And then our final project is 3 steps: a proposal in week 3, a draft in week 5, and the final submission in week 7. Note that draft will be posted for peer review in week 6, and the final is 30% of the grade. And as you can see, the other 2 milestones, the proposal and draft, are 10 and 20. So the paper itself is 60% of the final grade. Let's take just a little look at each week rather quickly. In week 1, you'll begin to think about that final project. We'll begin discussing the Hunger Games, and we have the discussion on personal freedom and identity. In week 2, there will be a discussion on the novel itself and identity. We will also write a short paper on the analysis of themes. In week 3, you'll compose your proposal. We'll continue our discussion of the Hunger Games. And then in week 4, another short paper of compare and contrast, and we'll begin looking at The Road. In week 5, we'll also look at Gone Girl, and then you will submit your rough draft. We'll continue with Gone Girl in week 6, and you'll post your draft for the peer review. In week 7, the final paper is due, and then in week 8, there's a final discussion, which is kind of a reflection. That covers the course pretty well. Of course, there's so much more that goes into it. Just a few final reminders, some kind of housework or housekeeping, I should say, and that is that all discussions are due by Thursday, as mentioned previously. Discussions typically in SNU, their policy is that you can't make up a discussion from the previous week. Late work is always accepted for the papers and the proposals. Note that I have 7 days from the time that assignment is posted to the time that a grade is due. I try to grade much quicker than that, but 7 days is what's required. Also, note that on Wednesday of each week, I must post a grade for everything, even if it has not been submitted. So if you're late, you may see a grade of 0 posted on Wednesday. Just know that that grade can be revised once you submit. Most important thing about this class in general, in terms of our working together, is that you stay in touch. If you have problems, if there's concerns, if you're going to be late, let me know. We'll work together to make this a success. I look forward to this course and I look forward to working with you. All the best.